Go for a Hall Effect keyboard for competitive gaming. If you've paid any attention to the controller market recently, you will have seen the rise of the Hall Effect pad, but maybe you didn't know Hall Effect gaming keyboards were a thing too. In controllers, they use funky magnet-based inputs for both thumbsticks and analog triggers, and on a keyboard, they're used to track the movements of individual switches. The Hall Effect is a method of tracking the motion of an analog device using magnets and measuring the subtle changes in the magnetic field as those analog parts move around. In a controller, that means the movement of an analog stick or trigger, but on a keyboard, that means tracing the movement to the stem of a key switch, all the way up and down its length of travel. Instead of the actuation of a single press of a key being determined by the physical touch of a closed circuit, Hall Effect switches use those magnetic field changes to achieve greater accuracy and customization. It means you can have an analog keyboard where a single key can have multiple inputs depending on how hard you press it down. Press it down lightly, and maybe your character will creep forward. Further, and they will start to walk, all the way down, and they might break into a run. It also means that, unlike regular switches, that actuation point can be changed. If you wanted rapid activation switches previously, you'd have to buy specific switches. With Hall Effect ones, you can change that point to anywhere between 0.1 and 4 millimeters. Analog or magnetic or Hall Effect keyboards, essentially all the same thing, give you a host of customization options that you don't get on more traditional mechanical switches. You could have switches that will register a key press if you just happen to sneeze in their general direction, or force you to really hammer the key all the way down just to register, or a combination, because you can do all that customization on a per key basis.